Hey students of CM Summer, my name is Christine and I'm with an organization called Project Scientist, and today I'm here to teach you all about acid-base neutralization reactions, and in this case we're going to do it by way of a rocket. So at home you should have gotten the following supplies. You'll have an old water bottle, 3 unsharpened pencils, unsharpened so that way they don't poke you or anything. We have duct tape, and then if you look here on the ground I also have paper towel, baking soda, white vinegar, and cork stoppers. You should be able to get cork stoppers at Michael's or Hobby Lobby if you're having a tough time finding those. So what we're going to do today is we're going to create an acid-base neutralization reaction, which means we have something acidic, which means low on the pH scale, something that's basic, which is high up on the pH scale, and when they come together they neutralize. So neutral pH is about 7, the same pH as water. So that's what we're going to try and do today. So the first thing I did was take my old water bottle and I took 3 pencils and I taped it around. And the purpose of this is just to give us a stable surface, so that way our rocket has a chance to launch off from something stable. So if you see here, it's able to kind of stand. It's not 100% perfect, but that's kind of what we're looking for here. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some paper towel, and I have quite a few here, and I'm going to place about 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda inside my paper towel. And the purpose of putting it inside a paper towel as opposed to just pouring it right in with the vinegar is so that way it gives it a chance for it to unravel and the reaction doesn't start right away. So this gives me a chance to kind of control the reaction just a little bit. So here I have my little baking soda packet. Baking soda, otherwise known as sodium bicarbonate. So for those of you who've been through chemistry before, you'll know the polyatomic ion bicarbonate. And I'm just going to kind of twist it back. I'm going to twist it here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just to give it a chance to unravel inside the bottle as opposed to putting it in immediately. So we'll kind of leave that there. The next thing I'm going to do is take my white vinegar, otherwise known as acetic acid, which is a weak base, or a weak acid rather. And when we mean weak acid, it means that the ions that make up this compound don't completely dissociate. So if you've been in chemistry, you know that ions are little charged particles, little groups of atoms that have charges. When we take vinegar, some of the particles stay together as one unit, as one molecule, and sometimes they break up into those charged particles. So what I'm going to do next here, and then you want to kind of work a little bit quickly, is you're going to take your, this is about half full, I put quite a bit of vinegar in here. I'm going to drop my packet of sodium bicarbonate in here, and what's going to happen is that these two things are going to react with each other. The two molecules are going to have a little bit of a dance, and they swap partners, and we're going to form something called carbonic acid, which is really, really unstable. And when it's unstable, it's going to release a bunch of oxygen and carbon dioxide. We know that carbon dioxide is a gas that you breathe out. So we know that gas is going to take up a ton of space. We're going to build a bunch of pressure, and the cork is going to release. And we know, according to Newton's third law, with every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So you'll see the cork pop out and our bottle go up. So I'm going to kind of get out of its way. I don't want to make a huge mess all over myself, but we'll see. I feel like part of science is getting a little bit messy. Pop the cork on really nice and tight. I'm going to try and hold it just like this. You can start to see the pressure inside. Hopefully you can see the bubbles in. And I'm covered with vinegar. So that was awesome. Part of science is getting a little bit messy. I was not anticipating that kind of violent reaction. Anyway, just make sure you do it outside. Make sure you do it outside so your parents don't get mad at you for making a mess in the house.